Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing, man? Hey, listen and listen carefully. This is a very important message. I repeat, on 11/11 day, today is 11/11 day. This is a very important message. Your biggest fear, your greatest fear, the thing you fear the most, right? Maybe you have a fear of public speaking. Maybe you have a fear of like talking in front of people, or I don't know, you have a fear of water, you have a fear of slip, whatever the case may be. The greatest fear that you have is actually the key to your freedom. The greatest fear that you have is the key to your freedom. Okay? My name is Spiritual Master. Okay? Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, I would like to say welcome. Hit the like and subscribe for more content just like this. My mission is to help people who are ascending, people who are going through spiritual awakenings, to help them ease the tension, ease the pain a little bit. Because a lot of people are going through spiritual awakenings. I had my own spiritual awakening back at 2021. Okay? All the information in this video, in all my videos, are for educational purposes. Okay? Do your own research. Go through your own spiritual awakening and learn, because you are your own separate universe. Okay? I call myself Spiritual Master because every single day I want to master thyself. I want to learn about myself and who I am from a deeper level. Okay? So the greatest fear that you have is actually the key to your freedom. Okay? It's like you go down the rabbit hole, you go down that dark tunnel, and in the beginning it looks scary, but as you go inside of it, it starts to light up. You come to a point in your life where all the pain you've been through, the trauma, the heartbreaks, some of y'all, the sickness, whatever the case may be, you go through a point where it breaks you. All the pain breaks you. You can't go on anymore. You are tired. You are exhausted. You are mentally drained. You are physically drained. And you can't go on anymore. You say, I'm done. I'm sick of it. I quit. I let go. Ironically enough, that is the key to your freedom. A lot of times we like to fight against the current without realizing that if you let go, you're going to end up being where you're supposed to be at anyways. Okay? The greatest thing that you fear is actually the key to your freedom. Every single person on this earth is scared of something. You are afraid of something. Everybody. For the longest time, I was afraid of water. And I had to overcome that fear, because when I was 5 years old, I almost lost my life. So Spiritual Master is here to tell you your biggest fear. For me, for a long time, it was public speaking, speaking in front of people. Do the thing that scares you the most. Whatever scares you the most, do it. What's the worst that can happen to you? Think about it. When you go down the rabbit hole of your deepest fear and you face it and you sit with it, what now? What now? What happens? What happens to you? Nothing. What's that saying? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Understand this. Whatever that fear is, if you sit with it long enough, something happens to you. You free yourself. You start to open up these channels of brain and heart coherence where you start to merge the two. Right? You start to merge the left and right hemisphere of your brain. You become a complete person. You merge the masculine and the feminine side of your brain. You're able to process your trauma, process your emotions. Right? These out-of-body experiences are not something you should be fearful of. These near-death experiences, right? Astral travel is not something you should be fearful of. The only thing that holds you back in this universe that you are the creator of is your own fear. Whatever demons you're scared of seeing if you leave your body is the demons that you put there, right? It's fear elements that you put in place to make you scared, bro. The minute you can sit with your fears long enough, they clear up, they free up. You're no longer living in hell. You're now living in heaven because there's nothing to be fearful of. These so-called demons, these entities that you create, they call them elementors. So if you ever had an out-of-body experience, or if a lot of people talk about, oh yeah, I died and then I came back to life and I saw all these demons and I was in hell and whatever. That's the hell you create for yourself. That's the hell and trauma you create for your own consciousness. The lies, the belief systems that you have, that you tell yourself that's not real. But you're so convinced because your mind is very powerful, right? There's a great saying that says, the person and the man that says, I can do this, and the person that says, I can't do this, they're both correct. Whatever you believe, you're 100% correct on it. If you believe that all the things you've done on earth cannot be forgiven and you're going to hell, then when you die, guess what? You're going to hell. Because you are telling yourself that. You are the creator of the universe in every sense of the phrase. So that means if you think you're going to hell, you're going to hell. If you think you're living in heaven, then you're living in heaven. Understand this. Nothing is meant to be feared. You don't need to fear anything. There is nowhere else to go. When even up until your last breath, your default setting is love, bliss, joy. People think when you leave your body, you lose a sense of physical. You lose a sense of self. That's not the case. I've had many different out-of-body experiences, controlled near-death experiences. Controlled, which basically means I was astral traveling. In these experiences, I did not lose a sense of self. Yes, I didn't have this shell. Yes, I didn't have this physical body, but I didn't lose my sense of character. I had character. I actually had more character. I had more sense of self. I had more physical sensations. Everything that you feel in the physical body, you feel when you're not in the body, but 10 times more. Okay? There's a lot of misconceptions out there that tells you you need to be fearful. You need to be scared. You like, oh no, I want to live forever because I don't want to die. All that comes from fear. You're scared of the unknown. You're scared of transcending into a different plane of existence. So then you say, I want to live forever. You want to avoid a death because you're scared. Right? If you want to live forever, congratulations. I wouldn't mind living here forever, but I understand this is a vast universe that's always expanding. So for me to say, I want to live here forever, I'm shutting myself off to all the magnificence that exists in this universe. You are free when you decide to be free. The worst thing that can ever happen to you is always forgiven. Your soul never gets tarnished. The universe always forgives you. Just like if you have a son or a daughter and they do something that you don't like, you don't automatically stop loving them. You still love them. Same thing. The worst thing that happens on earth, right? Like the worst thing that you can ever do the universe forgives it because you are a creator. This is your blank canvas. You can create whatever you want with it. Okay? So no matter what you have, doesn't matter if you're rich, doesn't matter if you're broke, doesn't matter if you're healthy, doesn't matter if you're not healthy, whatever the case may be, whatever you're going through in your life. You see, I'm in good shape. I have a six-pack, but there's people out there like my 600-pound life who are out of shape. Me and them, we're the same creator. We're the same consciousness. They're not better than me. I'm not better than them. We share the same awareness. My section is just focused on fitness. But understand this. We are all expanding in this universe. Okay? You have the choice to free yourself. When you free yourself, you no longer live in pain. You no longer live in suffering. Despite what the physical reality tells you, we're trained to look at the physical reality. We're trained to look at the physical essence of life. But understand this. Human beings only see 0.1% of the magnetic spectrum of visible light. So what you see is not really what's there. Okay? So you need to understand your fears are not real. You make them. You make up your fears. So you have the choice to live in bliss. Go down the rabbit hole of your fear and free yourself. Too many people nowadays think that spirituality is supposed to be this thing where it's all up in the clouds. No, it's not. You have the choice to free yourself every single day. You make that choice. Okay? So this has been another message with Spiritual Master. If this is your first time to the channel, man, hit the like and subscribe for more content. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Peace.